Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Marilyn St. Hill, and I am here to speak to you today about diet and exercise. In the fitness industry, I'm known as the original Ms. Fit and Fab because I am a fitness figure, model, and competitor. Now, what that means is I compete in bodybuilding shows, as well as I train and put people on stage for bodybuilding shows, men and women. Now, in the bodybuilding industry, there's different categories. It goes bikini, fitness model, figure, physique, and bodybuilding. So I compete in, sometimes I've done bikini, but I compete generally in fitness model, fitness, and figure. So fitness model is basically, you think like Sports Illustrated type looking model, and with a little bit more muscle. Figure, you have a little bit more muscle on you. And fitness is the category where they do the routines with the gymnastics and stuff. My main job every day is I am a master personal trainer, which means I train my clients every day to do an hour workout every day, and I help them with their diet and their supplement program. My business is Team Success Personal Training, and I am in actually the Team Success gym right now. I'm in my studio, which is in my house. It's in the basement of my house, and this is where I train all my clients. My background as a personal trainer, I used to work for Good Life Fitness. I'm sure you guys have all heard of Good Life. I worked there for 3 years as a personal trainer, and then I opened my own business, Team Success Personal Training. My business has been open for 10 years since Valentine's Day this year. So February 14th, 2021, Team Success turned 10 years old. And I've actually been a personal trainer for about 15 years in total. So I'm also a mother of two. I have a 17-year-old and a 10-year-old. And I was also the manager of a supplement store. You guys might have heard of Popeye Supplements. It used to be Sport Nutrition Depot at first. And then I managed the one on Yonge Street in Toronto for about 3.5 years. And Popeye Supplements bought that store. So now you guys probably have heard of Popeye Supplements. It's like a GNC type of thing. And yeah, so I'm also certified in advanced exercise nutrition. So I have a good education on fitness and on health as far as diet. So now that was a little background on me. Now we're going to talk about fitness and diet. I apologize. I was going to do this on Zoom, but for some reason, every time I tried to record the meeting, it didn't work. So now I'm just doing it on my phone. So hopefully it's not too bad of quality, and we will get started. So the first thing that we're going to start with is a little mini test. Okay. So what I want you guys to do is get out a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper, and I'm going to ask you 5 questions, okay? And let's see, they're true or false questions, and let's see if you know the answers to them. Okay, so first question, true or false? You should exercise 7 days a week. True or false? You should exercise 7 days a week. Number 2, true or false? You should have 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. True or false? You should have 3 meals a day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number 3, true or false? Eating fat in your diet daily is bad. True or false? Eating fat in your diet daily is bad. Number 4, true or false? You should do cardio and strength training workouts. True or false? You should do cardio or strength training workouts. Number 5, true or false? You can get all your vitamins and minerals in your food daily. True or false? You can get all your vitamins and minerals in your food daily. So now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about diet. and a little bit about exercise. And you'll probably get the answers to these questions in my dialogue. But at the end, I'm going to go over it anyway. So I'll let you guys know the answers at the end of everything that I have to say. So the first thing I'm going to start with is diet tips. What you should be eating for the day. Now, everybody wants to eat healthy every day, right? We want to eat healthy, but do we eat healthy? Well, in the majority of us, the answer is no. We do not eat healthy daily. Most of us do not. You want to, but every now and again, you sneak in those treats like chips, chocolate, candy. I like it too. But we want to know what to eat so that we stay on a balanced, healthy diet and lifestyle. Okay, so the first tip. Let's go over the staple things that you should be eating daily. So you should be eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. So that would be breakfast, a snack, lunch, a snack, dinner, and an optional snack. Now the last one is optional. That's why it's 5 to 6 meals per day, because the last one is optional. So 5 to 6 small meals a day. So that would look like breakfast could be oatmeal and fruit. A snack 2 to 3 hours later could be fruit and some nuts. Then your lunch could look like a tuna sandwich on whole grain bread with maybe some veggies, some carrots and some celery sticks. Then a snack later on could be some hummus and maybe some tortilla chips with some hummus. And the dinner could be like brown rice, chicken, and a salad. And that would be a balanced, healthy meal for the day. And that'd be 5 meals. And then if you wanted something for maybe a little treat later in the night, I always say have herbal tea, have salad, or have some more green vegetables. But if you really wanted something sweet, rather than candy, it's better to eat fruit. Or rather than ice cream, it's good to have frozen yogurt. So that could be a little snack after dinner, like a little dessert. But that's only if you need it. So try 5 meals, 5 to 6 small meals a day. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. Next, how much water should you be drinking a day? How many fluids should you be getting in a day? You should be getting in 4 liters of water a day. So the easiest way for me to do it is I used to buy a 2-liter jug of water and I would just drink it twice. Yes, you will be going to the bathroom a lot. And yes, you will feel bloated at one point. But that's only in the beginning when you first start out drinking that much water because your body's not used to it. Once your body's used to it, I could probably drink up to 8 liters of water now a day and I would still be thirsty. But the only thing with that is you want to stay at 4 liters because if you get too high in drinking too much water, now you're going to be flushing out some of the natural salts that you don't want to flush out of your body, and that's actually good for your body. Because you do need a little bit of sodium, which is salt in your body, like your electrolytes and stuff like that. But you need to flush out toxins and you need to stay hydrated. So 4 liters of water also equates to 8 bottles of water. So if your parents buy bottled water, 8 bottles of water a day, that's what you should be having a day. You're going to keep your body hydrated, flush out all the negative toxins, and you're good to go. So when it comes to bread, pasta, and rice, I say you must eat brown. Stay away from white pasta, white bread, and white rice. Now, why is that? Well, white rice, white bread, and white pasta breaks down into sugar. And you don't want anything breaking down into sugar because then it stores as fat as well as it's not good and it starts to accumulate and bring diseases on like diabetes. Cancer is another drug that you can get from having too much sugar. So you want to stay away from anything that breaks down into sugar. What you want to have is brown bread, brown rice, and brown pasta because they're all low glycemic. Now, what does low glycemic mean? It means that it promotes a low blood sugar level, it promotes weight loss, and it's a lower risk for heart disease or diabetes. So you want to eat low glycemic things. You also want to eat low glycemic carbs, like sweet potatoes, everything brown. So white potatoes are okay every now and again, but it has a lot of starch. So that's why French fries aren't that good. And that's why it's better to have sweet potato fries than white fries. So you want everything brown. So as far as your bread, you don't want whole wheat bread. You want whole grain bread. Now, what's the difference between whole wheat bread and whole grain bread, right? Well, the difference is whole wheat bread is basically just white bread with whole wheat flour. So what you have to do is, here's an example, if we want to break it down so you guys can understand a little bit easier. So if I took a bag of white sugar and a box of white salt, and I poured it on the table. Now, white salt and white sugar is refined sugar and salt. You'll see that on ingredients on a lot of labels. It'll say refined sugar and salt. That's white sugar and white salt. So if you pour a bag of white sugar and a box of white salt on a table, what's going to happen? You're going to have a pile of white sugar and white salt, right? Right. So say I leave the house. I come back a year later to that same table that I poured white sugar and white salt on. What's going to happen? Nothing is going to happen to that white sugar and white salt. It will still be on that table, sitting there, mixed together. The form will not change. The position will not change. The white salt and white sugar will not change. And that's what it does inside of your body and inside of your stomach. It sits there and your body cannot digest it because it's like a foreign object and it's not natural and it's not healthy. So your body doesn't know what to do with it and it doesn't come back out. So can you imagine all the sugar from cereal, from candy, from chocolate that you've ever eaten that's had refined sugar and salt in it? It's still in your body. And it's kind of a scary thing to think of, but it is still in your body. And your body doesn't know what to do with it. And that's why as you get older, when you keep eating like this, that's how you get clogged arteries. That's how you start getting diabetes and different diseases like that, because the sugar, it just becomes too much and it doesn't have anywhere to go. Whereas if you get whole grain bread, this type of bread is made with real nutrients and real healthy ingredients and does not have refined sugar and salt. Usually be made with like honey or raw brown sugar. And your body knows what to do with it. We can digest it. We can break it down. And it actually comes back out. And that's the main thing with your food. You want it to be able to go in. You want to digest it. And you want it to come back out. And we know what that is when we say come back out. Go to the bathroom, right? So that's what you're looking for. No refined sugar and salt. So in breads, whole grain, not whole wheat. And in pasta, bread, and rice, we want to always eat brown, okay? Next thing I'm going to talk about is, should you eat fat in your diet daily? The answer is yes. You should eat healthy fat in your diet daily. Now, what's a healthy fat? Healthy fat is monounsaturated fat or polyunsaturated fat, which is stuff like avocado, EVOO, which is extra virgin olive oil. So if you fry things, if you like to fry potatoes, fry it in extra virgin olive oil rather than canola oil or sunflower oil. It just depends on the type of fat you're ingesting. Flaxseed oil, a cap of that a day is good in a shake. If you make smoothies in the morning, stick a cap of flaxseed oil. So you want to get healthy fats into your diet because healthy fats are very good for maintaining optimal health. It keeps your heart good, it lowers your cholesterol, and it keeps away just bad diseases, again, like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, okay? Healthy fat. So yes, you should have healthy fat in your diet every day. With our meals, so if we talk about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you want to be having a carb, a fat, and a protein with every one of those meals. So with dinner, when I said you should have brown rice, there's your carb. With some chicken, that's your protein. With some healthy fat, a salad with a little bit of avocado on top, boom, you're good. You got your veggies and you got your healthy fat. Rice, chicken and a salad with a bit of avocado, or a salad with a bit of olive oil on it. You know those olive oil, you can get olive oil dressings, you can make them at home yourself. That is a well-rounded dinner that gives you a carb, a protein, and a fat, and make sure you're eating healthy, okay? So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is vitamins and minerals. Can we get all of our vitamins and minerals from our food? The answer is no. We cannot get all our vitamins and minerals with our food. So that is where supplements come in. Now, I manage a supplement store, like I mentioned earlier, Popeye Supplements, and that sells protein shakes. It's like a GNC, if you've heard of GNC, or any nutrition store. They sell protein shakes, they sell different pills. The only one I want you to be thinking about is a multivitamin. Now, a multivitamin gives you all your vitamins and minerals for the day before any of your food, and then you're good to go. Your body will be on optimum health because you're having a multivitamin. Our body cannot produce all vitamins, so some of them have to be supplemented. And we all know, again, like I said at the beginning, we don't eat necessarily as healthy as we want to every single day. So if you just take a multivitamin, you are good to go. Now, I want to warn you, taking a multivitamin, when you have not been taking a multivitamin, you will notice that your urine will be bright yellow or change a color to a yellow from clear. That is normal. Usually it'll start to fade away after your body's used to it, but it's because it's a foreign substance, again, coming into your body that your body's not used to. Even though your body needs it, it changes things because your body is like a science, right? So if you start taking a multivitamin like I suggest and you see that your urine is yellow, that is normal, and it just means that your body's absorbing the multivitamin and it's digesting it, and it actually means that it's a good thing that you see that your urine is yellow. So don't get freaked out. Remember, I told you it's okay. Okay? So you want to make sure every multivitamin that you take, doesn't matter what brand you take, it's good to talk to, you can get it at Shoppers Drug Mart, you can get it at Walmart, but it's good to talk to someone about it first. Ask which one's good for me, especially because of you guys' age. But make sure it has vitamin D, magnesium, calcium, zinc, iron, folate, and vitamin B12, okay? Those are the 7 that you want to make sure are in there. Now, I'll say it again. The 7 are vitamin D, magnesium, calcium, zinc, iron, folate, and vitamin B12. As long as you have those 7 in your multivitamin, you know that's a good multivitamin and you guys can take that, okay? So now let's switch to exercise. Should you exercise 7 days a week? Should you exercise 7 days a week? The answer is no. You should not exercise 7 days a week. Now, why is that? Well, basically, when we exercise, like say you go for a run, you take your muscles and you're tearing them without knowing. You are tearing your muscles. That's why you'll notice after sometimes you'll be like, oh my gosh, I went for a run yesterday and my legs are so sore, because you have torn those muscles. That is actually a positive thing. We have to tear our muscles for our muscles to grow. But we also need to repair our muscles for our muscles to grow. And to build lean muscle mass, which is basically the goal, is when we work out, we want to build lean muscle mass. And why is that? Well, muscle burns fat. So the more muscle you have on your body, the more fat you will burn and the lower your body fat levels will be. So you do not want to work out 7 days a week. Beginners should work out 3 days a week. I always say to my clients, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Doesn't matter what days you pick. Just try to give a day in between for rest so your muscles can repair. Okay? Next, how long should you exercise per day? Well, you should exercise at least an hour a day. When my clients come to me, we do a 5-minute warm-up. You should always warm up before your workout. I put them on like the exercise bike. You can do jumping jacks. You can do anything that's going to get your body moving. So jumping, skipping, any kind of cardio, the treadmill, walking for 5 minutes. That is a warm-up. 45-minute workout. and a 5-minute cool down. So same thing, cool down, I'll put them back on the exercise bike. They'll walk on the treadmill for 5 minutes. Anything, put your heart rate back down. And it really is just to loosen your muscles so you're not as sore the next day. So an hour a day is the workout that you should be having. Anything more than that, it can start burning away at your muscle. So you just have to be careful of not over exercising. So an hour a day is plenty, okay? So what should you eat before a workout? Do not eat anything with fat before a workout. So no dairy, no cheese, no milk, no yogurt. You might find sometimes that if you've ever exercised and you might have had like milk for breakfast or eggs or anything like that, you don't want to have dairy before a workout and you don't want to have fat because it sits in your stomach and it actually makes you feel heavy and it actually doesn't give you the energy you need. So you want to have something like carbs. You want to have peanut butter on toast. One slice of toast with peanut butter is good before a workout. I know we hear all these things about fasted cardio and fasted working out, which is basically you doing it on an empty stomach. But when you're just beginning exercising, I don't suggest that. I suggest getting in a bowl of cereal, but not with dairy milk, with almond milk. But then you would have to wait about an hour before you work out just so that you can digest. So you also want to make sure you eat at least 45 minutes before your workout, I said. Some of my clients can do half an hour, but they're used to it now. But that can also make you feel sick when you're working out. So no fat and no dairy before a workout. Get in some carbs and a little bit of protein. So peanut butter toast is a perfect thing for before a workout. As far as drinking during your workout, you want to have at least 1 bottle of water during your workout, okay? 1 bottle of water. So make sure you're sipping it lightly. You don't want to have too much. You don't want to be chugging water because, again, you're going to feel bloated and you're going to feel full. And anything that you have to do, like a burpee or anything where you have to jump, you're not going to feel that great, okay? So make sure 1 bottle of water sipping, and that way you'll stay hydrated and it'll give you energy and you'll be good, okay? So let's go back over the quiz from the beginning. You probably know most of the answers now because I went through it. But let's just make sure. So number 1 is false. You should not work out 7 days a week. You should be working out maximum 6 days per week. Minimum 3, okay? 3 days a week is the minimum you should be working out if you want to get results. Beginners are 3 days a week. If you're used to working out, you can do it 5 days a week. But you want to make sure you're doing different things. So let's say on Monday you did legs. So on Tuesday you want to do your upper body because that still gives your legs a little bit of time to repair. Okay? Just like we said, we always have to repair. So even though you might be using your legs on the Tuesday, you're not doing full leg workout. Like you're not doing squats again. You're not doing deadlifts, stuff like that. You want to do half your body on one day, half your body on the other day, so it gets the time to rest. Excuse me. Number 2, false. You should have 5 to 6 small meals per day. So, no, you should not have just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Remember I said breakfast, a snack, lunch, a snack, dinner, and if you're still hungry after that, a little snack. But those snacks should be a herbal tea, green veggies, and salad. You can have all the green vegetables and salad you want a day. So pile those on. They're very good for you, okay? Number 3 is false. Eating fat daily is a good thing. So yes, you should eat fat daily. But what type of fat? Healthy fat. Monounsaturated fat and polyunsaturated fat. So fats like avocado, extra virgin olive oil, flaxseed oil, MCTs, which is medium chain triglycerides. Your healthy fats are good in moderation every single day. Number 4 is true. You should be doing cardio and strength training. Cardio, running, skipping, cycling, walking on the treadmill, walking outside. Strength training is weights, bicep curls, squats with weights, deadlifts, planks. You can use your body weight as strength training. Doing planks, doing push-ups, doing bench press. These are all strength training workouts, okay? Number 5, false. You cannot get all your vitamins and minerals from just your food. So what do we need? A multivitamin. Yes, we need a multivitamin. So don't forget, you can get it at Walmart, Shoppers Drug Mart, anywhere you can get it. Popeye supplements, some of the supplement stores, GNC. But you need a multivitamin daily, and that's the only one I suggest that you need to start taking. Once you get older, you can maybe look into other supplements and stuff. But for your age, a multivitamin is good enough, and it will keep you on track, keep your immune system healthy, and keep fighting diseases, okay? So now that the quiz is taken up, your teacher told me that you guys do interactive stuff. And instead of a workout, I chose stretching. So we are going to stretch together right now, okay? So if I can stay in frame, I'm just going to teach you some stretches that you should do daily. And these are things that is important because if we think of it, yoga is stretching, is it not? And some people do yoga every single day. So I'm going to teach you some stretches that you should do every day. Now with every stretch, hold your stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. And let's start. So the first stretch we're going to do is to take one hand and take the other hand at your wrist, and you're going to pull it across your chest. This is going to stretch your shoulder and the top part of your back, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. Now, I'm not going to hold everything for 20 seconds on the video because I'm just giving you guys an example, but you guys can always stop this, tape, rewind, and you guys can do this in class. Your teacher can stop this for you so you can do it. And then we're going to do the other side. And keep the nice hold for 20 to 30 seconds. The next one you're going to do is take your one hand and take your other hand at your elbow, and you're going to pull it down. I'm going to turn around so you can see. And you're going to pull it down and stretch down your back. Okay? Stretching out all down your side. A nice, good stretch, okay? Same thing on the other side. Next stretch we're going to do, easy one. We're just going to go all the way down to the ground. Trying to touch with your hands flat like this onto the ground. Holding again, 20 to 30 seconds. You're going to walk your hands over. I don't want to see any bouncing. No bouncing like this. Just a hold. Walking your hands over to the one side of your one foot. You want to walking over and then hold it. And it doesn't matter if you can't touch the ground. What we're working on here is flexibility. So eventually, when you do this every day over and over, you'll get more flexible, okay? Holding down, and then we're going to walk over slowly to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing, okay? Then we come up. We're going to close our legs in and do it again with your legs right touching each other, trying to touch the ground with our hands. And again, your hands should be flat like this. Trying to reach. Doesn't matter if you can't touch. Eventually, you will. Our next exercise that we're going to do is picking our feet up. If you can see, if I can move back, you can see my knee. And what I like to do is, I like to have one hand out like this, straight. Okay? And we're holding. And what we're doing right now is we're stretching up our quadricep. The front of your thigh is called your quadricep. That is what we're stretching. Do the other side, picking it up and holding. Now, if you can't keep your balance, that's okay too. Just grab the wall. Stick your one hand against the wall, and you will be good for balance, okay? Now we're going to do the next exercise, putting your hand on the front of your knee and just pulling up. Again, you might not have the balance for this. Some of my clients, I tell them to go against the wall. So what they'll do is they'll just turn their back, lean against the wall, and they're pulling up, okay? And you're holding. Same thing on the other side. Pulling up and holding. This is stretching the back of your butt and your hamstrings, which is the back side of your thigh. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is you're gonna go sit on the ground. I don't know if I can still be on camera, and keep your legs out like this, separate. And you're going to stretch to either side, going for your one toe, holding for 20 to 30 seconds. Same thing, going to the other side, reaching with both hands. And then the same thing, you're gonna reach down the middle. Legs as wide as you can, reaching down. I'm gonna put my head down so you can't see me because I'm stretching to the floor. And then I back up and do it again. Stretching down to the floor. And then the last thing you're gonna do is close in your legs so your legs are touching. And you're gonna reach again, right down the middle, stretching again. Right down the middle, we're gonna hold, no bouncing. Coming up, and last time, down the middle. Nice stretch with our legs closed. Keeping your legs flat, you don't want your knees bent, you want your knees flat. Okay, and coming up. And those are the stretches I want you to do every single day. And I want you to think of it as a workout in itself. Because remember, stretching is yoga. Some people only do yoga every single day and they're still healthy. Think of Madonna. Madonna is a big person that promotes yoga. And look at her age and how healthy she is. So thank you guys again for letting me talk to you. If you want to know more about me, I'm on Instagram at Ms. Fit and Fab, MSFIBANDFAB. And I'm on Facebook under Marilyn St. Hill. And then you can check out more about me, about diet and health. I have a whole bunch on diet and health and exercise. And you can see some of my bodybuilding photos. Thanks again for having me, guys. Keep fit and have fun. It's Marilyn signing off for Team Success Personal Training.